Well, I find myself here at the cabin at 3 a.m. in Brookhaven, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is a warning ahead of time. What we're about to go over in this specific video is not something like. You're never gonna want to play Brookhaven or come to this area of Brookhaven ever again. One like equals a prayer. We're gonna need a lot of prayer for this one. It is a terrifying. Already hearing stuff. That's great. Jeez. Okay, so the Wolfman. What is the Wolfman in Brookhaven? What is this occurrence that people are constantly, well, now more dominantly, finding in the game? This is not for the faint of heart, I'm telling you, dude. All right, let's get the campfire started. All right. We're at the campfire. We're going to sit. We're not going to sit like that. That's for sure. That's better. Now, you know what? I'm going to stand because I look weird. We're going to go in shift cam for this. And we're just going to kind of, be at the fire while we go over this that I was sent. Someone sent this to me, and honestly, you've changed how I view this guy. I'm terrified to be here right now. All right, let me read this story about the Wolfman in Brookhaven from start to finish. In the quiet, peaceful world of Brookhaven, a darkness lingered deep within the woods, an evil that only emerged after sundown. The people of the town had grown accustomed to the idea that Brookhaven was a haven of safety, where the worst that could happen was an accidental bump into your neighbor. But few knew of the real terror that prowled the outskirts of the town, only whispered about in the legends. The Wolfman. It is said that the Wolfman lurked near the old cabins by the lake, crouched low to the ground, his lanky, shadowy figure blending into the darkness of the night. His eyes glowed an eerie white, his teeth were jagged, always visible through the sick grin permanently etched into his face. The woods surrounding Brookhaven were his hunting ground, and no one who ventured too far in after the dark ever returned the same. One night, a group of players decided to test their bravery. They have heard the stories of the Wolfman and thought they would dismiss them. But as dusk fell and the moon cast its eerie glow across the forest, they ventured out, flashlights in hand, determined to prove that nothing lurked beyond the town's limits. As they reached the cabin near the lake, a chill swept through the air. The trees swayed ominously, and the once comforting sounds of the forest fell silent. But something was on the prowl in the shadows. And then they saw him. Emerging from behind the cabin, the Wolfman stood tall, his legs, his mouth curling into a horrific smile that revealed rows of gleaming teeth. His eyes locked onto them, glowing white orbs that pierced through the darkness. The Wolfman's body seemed to ripple with shadows, making it hard to tell where his form began and ended. His crouched, low, stalking, inching closer. The group froze in terror. The bravest amongst them shouted to run, but it was too late. As they turned, the Wolfman lunged, letting out a spine-chilling howl that echoed through the forest. He was fast, too fast. No one spoke about what happened to the group that night. But the town was never the same. The once peaceful Brookhaven became a place of unease after dark. Few dared to go near the lake anymore. Every now and then, a haunting howl would echo from the woods, reminding them that the Wolfman was still there, waiting. If you ever find yourself wandering the woods near Brookhaven at night, beware, you might catch a glimpse of those glowing eyes or hear a growl of something ancient, something hungry. Guys. Are you kidding me? Okay? Are you just straight up kidding me, dude? Who? To the person that sent this to me, I was better off sleeping tonight peacefully than I am now standing right here in front of the cabin where the sighting happened behind the cabin. I was totally happy, dude. I was content with Brookhaven, not having to worry about this weird Wolfman. And now you're bringing this to my doorstep. Oh my god, dude. So the only right thing we can do now is, well, investigate it since we're here, right? It's just a fairy tale, a myth of sort, right? We're gonna investigate around the cabin, in the back of the cabin where the sighting first happened. And, we're gonna see what we find. Now, Beast in Brookhaven. Strange sightings in Brookhaven. There's a couple that we know are real in Brookhaven. 100%, everybody's captured evidence of them. They've been there, they've been predominant. We still have the myths, the stories of things that only very few players see. You know, with the ghosts scattered throughout Brookhaven, I would say almost every player has experienced a ghost in Brookhaven because they're there, they're so dominant. I mean, even Wolfpack has clearly said, like, dude, there's ghosts, obviously. But they are other things and minor fixes here and there of things that I won't tell you. And here's the thing about Wolfpack. He never fully lets us in on what's going on with Brookhaven, the development, and things he works on in the shadows of Brookhaven. Which is why I guess we get these few minor reports of encounters and sightings of things that are just terrifying. The sighting reported it was behind the cabin. Right. Behind the cabin. A little peek of... It's the stairs! Getting spooked over anything now, dude. It doesn't stop the fact that I got chills running through me right now. Like, it is cold here. Alright. Now, you know, interesting fact about the Wolfman in the forest here. These trees have that red... Like a red... Look at that. Like a red blood drip from them. A lot of the trees here have this red stripe of blood dripping from it. Not all of them. There's another one. You guys see it? Look at that. I gotta get the flashlight just right to see it, but if you look very closely, you can see it. Is that from the Wolfman? I don't know, dude. There it is, another one. And that goes all the way up the mountain, by the way. All the way up the mountain. You know, we've investigated that before. We've looked into it. You know, you want to know a weird fact about that as well. The little blood strips on the trees, they lead into like a secret part of the mountain you can only get to by following these trees. Now, that could very much so be the Wolfman's lair, where the Wolfman asides and catches his little nightly or daytime slumbers. Because he only comes out at night, right? So you have to follow the red stripe on the trees all the way up there. I forget where it is, but it will grant you to access to a cave. I think it's that tree right, one of these trees. Is it on this one? Yeah, it is. It's on this one. And then it should be right under a tree. Yeah, this one. So, it leads up to here. Now, that is a cave entrance, by the way. Yes, a cave entrance. If I go to my character and I shrink myself, I can show you. Yeah, didn't expect this, did you guys? And it goes down into a part of the cave that I'm not going in, dude. I've been down there before and I heard weird things. But now that I know about the story of the Wolfman, I can only assume that's maybe the Wolfman's lair. Now, you would have to be stupid to go, wait, actually, if it's nighttime, he's probably not in his lair. The daytime is when you don't want to go down here. I'm going. Remember, he's out at night. He's not gonna be in here at night. Right? He's not gonna be down here at night. Wait. What was that? I feel watched, and I don't like it.